When I came to USC, I was able to laser focus my studies on the criminal justice system here in California and what sort of job training programs were out there, best practices, what are the alternatives here? How do we create opportunities for people that are not a life of gang violence and ending up incarcerated? How do you train someone who's coming out of the criminal justice system to be employed? What is this appropriate skill level-wise? What industries could actually be built? 2.5 years ago, I decided to start a social enterprise. I was looking at programs like we have in Los Angeles, like Homeboy Industries, or like Chrysalis, or like some of the youth build programs that are here. Some of them are doing the real work, right? They're getting people, getting them job ready. But then there's this gulf, right? There's this, that you can have someone have a transitional job, but right, how do you get to the unsubsidized employment? There's the job market's over here, and there's like 3 people who get to go over there every once in a while. What I have really come to see is that if you don't have a secure place to live, particularly if you have a substance abuse problem, if your sobriety is not supported in that place where you live, you will not show up to work on time. You're not going to be able to hold a job if those 2 things are not supported for you. I stumbled on the electronics recycling industry. It is a completely underdeveloped industry here in Southern California. Jobs are being shipped out of the region because we just don't have the infrastructure to be recycling here. So we're teaching people to wipe data, to refurbish and repair, to fix screens, and we resell that. That's actually the main bulk of our revenue. That is what Is It or Is. That's what I'm trying to do. Absolutely what I have found is that the older folks have a higher chance of success. These are folks in their 30s and 40s. These are people who have perhaps been to prison 12 different times. They've done things like kicked heroin. They come out, they're like, no, I seriously don't want to go back to jail. And if this lady's gonna give me a job, I'm gonna show up early for it and I'm gonna do it right and I'm gonna be good at it. We're able to give a promotion to someone to assistant warehouse manager is like the most proud any of us ever had been. It was a very cool moment. He could not believe that someone had given him a promotion. And he said to us once, this is the most honest I've ever been at a job in my life. And this is like by far the most successful I've ever been in my life. It's really, really nice to have a chance to just stop and think about coming at this from the policy side of wanting to help a specific population, to be able to step back and think how have we helped and what can we offer. So thank you.